Once upon a time, in a faraway French village, lived a young woman named Belle. She was intelligent, curious, and often misunderstood. While the villagers considered her odd, perhaps even strange, Belle didn't mind. For she had a secret. She dreamed of a life beyond the provincial village, a grand adventure in the great wide somewhere. Not far away, hidden by an enchanted spell, stood an imposing castle. Once a symbol of elegance and grace, it was now a crumbling ruin. Within its walls lived a selfish and rather unpleasant prince who had been transformed into a hideous beast as punishment for his arrogance. The only way to break the spell was for the beast to learn to love and be loved in return before the last petal fell from an enchanted rose. As the story begins, the beast is pacing his library in despair, having just received news that no one had come to rescue him. Suddenly, he hears a knock at the door. When he goes to investigate, he finds a young girl standing there with a basket. He lets her in, and she introduces herself as Belle. She explains that she was picking flowers nearby and became lost. The beast, realizing that he could use her as a potential rescuer, offers to let her leave if she agrees to bring him a rose from the garden. Belle reluctantly accepts. As she walks through the castle to find the exit, she encounters enchanted objects who were once servants of the beast, now trapped in their current forms until the curse was broken. Among them are Lumière, a candelabra, Cogsworth, a clock, Mrs. Potts, a teapot, and Chip, a teacup. They tell Belle about the curse and their hope that she might be the one to break it. Meanwhile, Belle's father, Maurice, is out walking in the woods when he too gets lost. He stumbles upon the castle and is soon discovered by the beast. Maurice is taken prisoner, and the next day, Belle returns to the castle to find him. Overhearing that her father is being held captive, she bravely offers herself in his place, hoping to negotiate her father's release. The beast, seeing what appears to be a potential rescuer, agrees. At first, he treats Belle cruelly, perhaps in hopes that she will run away. But as days turn into weeks, they begin to spend more time together. And although the beast remains temperamental, Belle sees the sad, lonely creature hiding inside. She befriends him, reading poetry and stories from his vast library, sharing meals and engaging in witty repartee. The beast begins to develop feelings for her, and for the first time in years, they both feel a glimmer of hope. One evening, the beast is overcome with emotion and asks Belle to marry him. She, however, refuses. Hurt and angry, he lets her leave, but quickly regrets his actions. As soon as she disappears into the forest, the enchanted objects try to cheer up the beast, reminding him that Belle still loves him. Meanwhile, Belle has returned home and is receiving unwanted attention from a man named Gaston, the most eligible bachelor in town and the leader of the hunting guild. Gaston is arrogant and self-preoccupied, but also extremely persistent. He asks Belle's father for her hand in marriage, but Maurice refuses, knowing that Belle would never accept such a match. Enraged, Gaston vows revenge. The next morning, while gathering food for the castle, Belle encounters Gaston and some of the villagers. They tease her for living with a monster, and Gaston uses this opportunity to slander her, claiming that she is in love with the beast. Outraged by what she perceives as a threat, Belle runs away. Soon after, Gaston convinces the entire village that the beast is dangerous and that they must destroy him. Armed with torches and pitchforks, they march toward the castle. In the ensuing battle, the beast fights fiercely, but is ultimately betrayed by an unexpected source. As Gaston lies dying, he taunts the beast, claiming that Belle will never love him. However, in her moment of truth, she cries out, "I love you," and the curse that has held him captive for so long finally breaks. The castle is restored, the servants become human again, and the rose regains its petals. The prince is returned to his human form, and he and Belle share a romantic kiss. And so the story ends not with a grand finale, but with a simple, timeless truth. love sees beyond appearances and can break any curse, not only those of magic, but of the heart. This has been the story of Beauty and the Beast from the 1991 animated film. If you enjoyed this retelling, don't forget to subscribe and stay tuned for more content. Until next time, goodbye.